The bakery that healed her heart. How a 52-year-old divorced woman found love in the dough. Margaret Maggie Harper stood behind the counter of her small bakery, Flour and Heart, the scent of freshly baked bread filling the air as the morning sun streamed through the window. At 52, she had built a life she was proud of in the quaint town of Willow Creek, but it hadn't come easily. Divorced for 5 years after a 20-year marriage that crumbled under the weight of unmet expectations, Maggie had once thought her days of love were behind her. Yet, on a quiet spring morning, a chance encounter over a loaf of sourdough would knead her life into a new shape, proving that sometimes the sweetest beginnings rise from the hardest moments. Maggie's divorce from Richard had been a slow unraveling. They'd married young, raised a daughter, and built a life together. But over the years, they'd grown apart. Richard wanted adventure travel, spontaneity, while Maggie craved stability. When he left, she was 47, their daughter already in college, and Maggie was left with a hollow house and a broken heart. She channeled her grief into baking, a passion she'd always had but never pursued. With her savings, she opened Flour and Heart, a bakery that became a haven for both her and the townsfolk of Willow Creek. The bakery was her sanctuary, but it couldn't fill the loneliness that crept in at night. Maggie had resigned herself to a solitary life, convincing herself that love was a recipe she'd never master again. That is, until Ethan Caldwell walked through her door.
If you want to continue listening, touch below the profile.